Your Royal Highnesses, my lords, ladies and gentlemen, as well as being director of this hall, I have the honour of being chairman of the Royal Philharmonic Society. And in that capacity, and after such an extraordinary performance, indeed such an extraordinary series of performances here in recent weeks, it's my great joy that tonight the Society is presenting its highest honour, the gold medal, to Maestro András Schiff, pianist and very great friend of this hall since he first made his debut here in 1978 in, coincidentally, the Goldberg variations. András is, of course, also a conductor, a festival director, an educator, and much more besides. And as I was sitting here tonight, I reflected on the fact that we're probably the luckiest 550 people in London tonight to have spent the last few hours in the company of such greatness. Throughout 2013, the Royal Philharmonic Society has been celebrating its bicentenary on both sides of the Atlantic with a programme of concerts, commissions, exhibitions, discussions and online activity, all of which reflect its core values of excellence, creativity and understanding, and how well those values are exemplified by this unique artist. András Schiff joins an extraordinary list of gold medalists, but let me just name the pianists who have received the award over the last 50 years or so, each one a giant: Rubinstein, Horowitz, Curzon, Arau, Brendel, Barenboim and Uchida. And now I'd like to read the citation of the Society before inviting His Royal Highness the Duke of Kent to make the presentation. András Schiff is one of the most widely admired pianists of his generation and has made a preeminent contribution to the international musical life of Great Britain. He is one of the foremost ambassadors throughout the world of the music of Mozart, Schubert, Schumann, Bartók, and Beethoven, and his revelatory readings of Johann Sebastian Bach have helped to liberate his keyboard music from the sometimes narrow confines of period instrument performance. András is deeply committed to teaching and mentoring of young musicians, and for over 30 years he has worked with IMS Prussia Cove in Cornwall, an organisation devoted to furthering the education of the world's most exceptional young players, where he has shared his passion for that never-ending process of getting closer to a great work. On every page, he has a point to make, a light to shine, and a chord, a figuration, a character, or a colour to illuminate and to examine. Audiences are spellbound by his ravishing and concentrated performances. His artistry is simply life-affirming, reflected in his questing mind, his independent spirit, and the depth of his compassion and his humanity. And so it's my great pleasure to invite you, sir, to award the gold medal of the Royal Philharmonic Society to our beloved András Schiff.
András, like many people, I'm sure, in this hall this evening, I have been enraptured by your performances over many years and have long admired your superb musicianship. Tonight, I've got the great honor of presenting you with this highly prestigious award, which, as you've just heard from John Gilhooly, has been presented over many years now. And by a happy chance, it is also your birthday. So, in wishing you a very happy birthday, I also would like to wish you many more years of glorious music making. Many congratulations.
Your Royal Highnesses, dear John, ladies and gentlemen, dear friends, thank you so much for being with us tonight. It's a deeply moving occasion, and I'm not a man of words, as musicians aren't usually. And it's such a great honor and a great pleasure to receive this great award in such fantastic company. And I really don't feel I deserve this, not at all, really. I just try to do my best just to serve composers, and composers are who really matter the most. Composers who are no longer alive. Luckily, some of them are still alive. And normally I would play for you now the last Beethoven sonata, Opus 111, but I will spare you from that. It's very late. And I think that for this occasion, it will be appropriate to play a very short piece, quite different from tonight's program. But it's a great pleasure for me that the other person who has received this award this year is my beloved professor and master, György Kurtág. And I always asked Mr. Kurtág to write a piece for me, but first I have to die for that. But he did the second best thing for me, because he wrote a short piece in memory of my beloved late mother. It's called Clara Schiff in Memoriam, in remembrance of a pure soul. And it's just 1.5 minutes long, and I would like to play this for you because I am very grateful to Mr. Kurtág, but also for my mother. Thank you very much.